Wildcat Sports Talk is proud to present Right on Cue with Quincy Kreitzer.
Welcome in to Right on Cue on this beautiful Monday evening. Kyle, I'm glad you're in studio today. You all know last week I was by myself, but my co-host Kyle is here, and let's get right into our guest today. Let me say this. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
So, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you've been doing this offseason. Obviously, you play for Bell County, and just tell us a little bit about this offseason and what you've been doing.
This offseason I've been playing AAU with Tennessee Lady Volcano and basically going anywhere to play and just trying to get better. So far, we've had a very successful season, even though everything's downfall. So far, we've had most of it.
Yeah, and I got a chance to watch you for the first time last year at the 13th Region Tournament, and hold on, let me turn off this echo. Hold on. Thank you for telling me that. Okay. All right, we're good. So I got a chance to watch you for the first time last year at the 13th Region Tournament against South Farrell, and the amount of threes you hit in that game. Was you like? Was it 9 for 11 or 7 for 9? Which one was it?
I think it was like 9 for 12.
9 for 12.
Yeah.
That's insane to me. So what do you work on the most to make your shots so good?
My follow through and staying there when I shoot. I guess the shooting machine really helps.
Go ahead, Kyle.
I mean, just from this far into what you're doing this season, how much has it changed from last year? How much has the practice changed, or all the summer league or like AAU games, is it just a different atmosphere? I mean, obviously I'd think so. And also, how could it help you guys during the season, or how could it affect you guys?
It's definitely a totally different atmosphere. One, because the refs let you play a lot more in AAU versus high school sports. And two, you get to play in front of college coaches, which also works out your nerves for high school season, in my opinion, and it helps you to be stronger and take care of the ball.
Awesome. So in AAU, do you have more, like you kind of said earlier, do you have just more freedom of stuff you're able to do compared to like in the 13th Region Tournament? Like I know the refs let you play a little bit and do all that. There's a lot more trash talking in the AAU too. I know that from experience. Which one do you rather enjoy playing in AAU, or do you just? I know obviously high school basketball, the region tournament is a big thing. Which one do you play better at? Just based on your skill set.
Probably AAU, just because of the freedom and I don't foul out, obviously. Right. But other than that, yeah, I think AAU for sure.
And also, plus you ain't got so much on your back on AAU.
That's very true. Another thing, what is your goal this upcoming season? I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say win region.
Yeah.
I hit that right on the nail, didn't I? Right on the head.
Yeah.
So you're a senior this upcoming season, correct?
Yes.
When your senior year is over, what do you want to say, okay, I accomplished that? What is your goals by the end of the season?
Well, ever since Macy Morris, Bell County has not really had that high of a girls basketball team. So I think my goal would be to bring that back before I leave.
Macy Morris is pretty good. I'll say she's all right, I guess. Kyle, go ahead.
All right. She's all right. Dude, she's just a...
Yeah, she only played for Kentucky and is only one of the best players to ever play in the 13th Region Tournament.
Favorite,
That's it. Go ahead, Kyle.
Like you said, it is more freedom and stuff, but what's the hardest thing about overcoming adversity in school ball? Like obviously you got everybody rooting against you if you're playing away. I mean, and some even at home. So I mean, what do you do to just tune that out? Like, do you do it like – I remember when I played football, I sat in the locker room and always listened to my headphones. That's how I tuned everything out, and then I got out there and I played. But I know several people who don't even do that. They just want quiet. They just want to sit. They just want to think about what they can do. And some people don't even want to talk to before the game. So how do you feel about it?
I'm the type that will listen to my headphones before the game and on the bus ride there. But honestly, what helps me most overcome adversity is being with my team right before the game. And before every game, we always pray together and just talk about how we're going to win and what we need to do to win. So that always really helps.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I had you send me a list of things you've accomplished, and I was kind of mind blown because I had no idea you would accomplish all that. Back-to-back district champs. 2-time 2A region champs, 3 regional tournament appearances. So ever since you've been in high school, you've made the regional tournament every single year.
Yeah, we've not been too successful, but being there still counts.
Right. Career record 9 threes. You finished 7th in the state in threes. That is mind blowing to me.
Yeah.
7th in the whole state of Kentucky in threes. Most 13th regional tournament threes. 3-time all district, 1-time all region. And this is the best part. And Kyle, we kind of went over this earlier. But this is just crazy to me because some people in the offseason, players, especially at the high school level, sometimes are like, okay, I'm going to take it easy in the offseason and not work on my game. I can tell you right now, she works on her game probably every single day. As in the offseason, she likes to go to church with family, spend time with friends, but most importantly, get to work. She is constantly in the gym playing AAU. This week at Run for the Roses, her team finished 4-1. Basketball is her life and all she has ever known, and love for the game is constantly growing. And she has offers from Union and Maryville College. 4-1 at Run for the Roses. I know that wasn't not an easy games up there.
No, definitely not.
Now, how are those games different than just regular AAU games? How are those different?
Well, first of all, there's like a line of chairs underneath the goal, and there's like college coaches sitting there watching you, and you can see them watching you. So it's really nerve-wracking to look down there and see somebody sitting in those chairs. But other than that, it's just the atmosphere. Being in there with so many different teams and so many different courts surrounding you, it's just mind-blowing.
When your basketball career is over, what do you want to do after basketball?
Well, my plan is to become a nurse and start my own family, hopefully. But other than that, to grow as a Christian, for one, and for two, when basketball's over, it will also allow me more time with my family.
Awesome. That's a great answer. So have you ever thought maybe when basketball's over later on in life, you're going to come back as maybe a coach? Is that something you maybe ever considered?
I actually have been considering that lately, yes.
That is awesome. Anything else, Kyle?
I mean, just as a player, you got a whole senior year ahead of you, which is obviously going to be your biggest year, I'd assume. Just what's been the funnest so far about your whole AAU, high school, middle school? Like, what was your favorite memory overall?
My favorite memories have been our overnight trips with the team, just being together all in one place and getting up at like 8 o'clock and going to play a high school summer ball game, and just knowing that other people are in the same boat as you on those overnight trips.
Yeah, it's just amazing to know that if nobody else ever has you, that little group of people always has your back, and that's just incredible to have always.
So this year at the region tournament, obviously, it's going to be another competitive year. How do you prepare for teams like that? Like last year, you guys played a fantastic South Laurel team in the tournament. How do you just prepare for? Okay, it's either win or go home time, and obviously there's nerves coming out of the gate. Just how do you prepare for those type of moments?
Well, we prepare from the beginning of the season because we already know that North and South is at the top of the list, and we know that that's who everybody looks for us to have to beat. And so mentally we're preparing from the beginning of the season, but we never physically start preparing until about the week before when we figure out who we're going to play in the first round. And honestly, we don't even talk about the next round until we get past the first one because we never know if we're going to get past that first one. And Coach Tig really helps because he gives us a list every day before a game.
Amazing
Say,
coach.
okay, this is their players, this is their statistics, this is what we have to do to shut them down and win. So that also really helps.
An amazing coach, by the way. He's definitely going to be in the Hall of Fame. He is fantastic. Obviously, coaching players like yourself, Macy Morris. He is fantastic. One more question for you. This season, what part of your game are you trying to develop more that maybe last season you weren't the best at?
Probably driving to the rim and going through contact and finishing because last year I feel like I just portrayed myself as a shooter and I want to become more versatile on the floor.
Well, I'm gonna let you know this. If you start driving and scoring, I expect 40 points a game. I'm gonna put that out there because I mean the way that you shoot the ball, if you add maybe like a floater to that, watch out. Once again, thank you so much for coming on the show. My last question is: coming on a show like this, somewhat of a small show, and just talking about your game and just local athletes. How does it feel just to come on and talk about stuff like that on the show?
Well, I was very honored that you even asked me to come because I've never done really anything like this other than that night on WYMC when I talked. That was my first really big interview. So coming on the show like this really shows that people out there, other than people in my family and my circle, have confidence in me and know what kind of athlete I can be.
We are definitely in your corner, and we
Oh,
have
yeah.
your back. And if you ever need anything or you ever want to come on the show again, you have my number. Call me, and we'll make it happen.
Okay, thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you for coming on. That was a great interview, man.
Just amazing just to know the behind the scenes and what really goes on in those girls' seasons, you know.
Yeah, and I graduated from South Florida. I've seen the teams they've had, and just watching how these, like we had Rachel Presley on last week, watching how these athletes train in the off season to just get better blows my mind, man. Because just as a casual basketball player like me, you, and shout out to JD who's in the studio today, casual players like us, we just play whenever. But
Yeah.
think about their basketball life. Every single day they're getting better. That is insane to me.
Yeah, I mean they have one focus, and that's that one sport. So that's incredible.
And the thing that I love most about these local athletes, Kyle, is the support they have. Like as soon as we post that we're gonna have a player on, immediately their parents are like all over it. And that's a good thing about me. And obviously she's a great girl, obviously, and a great player. And I'm looking forward to watching her because obviously they're good enough to make the tournament again. So I'm looking forward to that. And you know, 13th region basketball, I've not had a chance to watch other regions, but there's just something special about the 13th region. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the talent we have. We have Reed Shepard in the boys' side, Ryan Davidson in the girls' side. You got Rachel Presley. You got Ashton Myers.
Javante.
You've got Javante in the boys. You've got it all. Like, this region is special, and the 13th region tournament, just hearing how packed it is in there, and every time someone scores a bucket, it is crazy in there.
Yes.
And by the way, I'm going to go ahead and give a spoiler alert. Next Monday night, I'm not going to say it's going to happen, but I'm going to try to make it happen. Next Monday night, we're going to have someone on the show who knows a lot about playing in 13th region basketball championship. That's all I'm going to say, but someone who definitely knows the feeling of that. By the way, thank you guys so much for watching the show so far. We appreciate you for tuning in. Be sure to like and share. Kyle's first time on the show. Kyle, how's it feel to be in the show for the first time?
I'm home, man.
That's
I
right.
ain't going nowhere.
That's right. Got a haircut, by the way. We're not used to seeing you without all that hair, man.
Yeah, I know. I went and got it shaved off. I mean, it's still long. I mean, don't get it twisted, but
And we were going to play some basketball, but I just got informed that it is storming outside, so that may not happen. But we'll have to see. I know you're gonna be devastated if it doesn't happen. I definitely will be. But let's hope it all passes through by the end of the show, and let's hope everything falls in place. So let's talk about Reed Shepard for a second. We got some questions here. Tim says, "What's your thoughts and takes on Shepard being finally offered by UK, especially being a possible legacy athlete with his parents?" By the way, if you guys want to call on the show and ask us questions or debate with us or anything, you can call on the show. Number on the screen right here, 859-428-8419. Again, that's 859-428-8419. So, what do you think about Reed Shepard getting offered from UK, Kyle?
I just want to say, regardless of who his parents is or not, I mean,
that doesn't take anything away from him.
That's a Kentucky scholarship offer.
Yep.
That, and that's something that's really incredible, and that's crazy that he has an opportunity to pass on that. That's how good of an athlete this kid is.
Yep.
It's just it's insane. Like, it's insane, the process and all the scrutiny and stuff that these kids go through, especially so young, man.
Yeah, and me growing up, and I'm sure you feel the same way, Jay, as well. You grow up playing in your driveway, and you're picturing yourself playing a Kentucky jersey, picturing to hit a game winner. And to actually have that happen for someone like Reed, that you know he's feeling great right now. Because now he don't have to worry about, oh, God, are they going to offer me or not? It's all his choice now. The ball is in his court, as you would say. The ball is in his court. He can do whatever he wants to do. And he's got some great offers, not only Kentucky, but Louisville. And here's what people don't understand. Jeff Shepard and Stacy, they played for Kentucky. That doesn't have anything to do with the region. Indiana, Louisville, or no one else has offered him. He's earned that. Like, it doesn't matter who his parents are. He is an amazing player, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen with that.
I'm just saying, and also, this may affect something here. Louisville offered him way earlier than we did.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's a lot of thinking that goes into that. I mean, hopefully, I got a gut feeling that we'll get him. I'm going to say it right now. I got a gut feeling we'll get him and Bronny. I really do.
Ooh,
it's just the money that, like we said on previous shows, just the money that him and Bronny can bring in, especially coming in. And it's insane how much money that could be made by that.
Yeah.
I mean, you got LeBron James and the University of Kentucky two together. I mean, that's insane. Like, that's just crazy right there.
Definitely. Like I said, if you want to call on the show, you can call on the number on your screen right now. I'm assuming Adam or TM said Reed is really good. He deserves it 100%. Definitely. Evan says, about time Kyle got a haircut. We got to say that.
When was the last time you had hair, old man?
Calling you out live on the show. But yeah, the reason we do what we do is because simply, obviously, we love doing this.
Yeah,
it's a passion.
I mean, it's
and you guys as well. You guys are one of the main reasons that we do this. You guys support us week in and week out. Mondays are obviously mine and Kyle's new favorite day of the week. Last week when I did the show, Kyle couldn't be here, like I said, and he was on a vacation, but he's back this week, and it's going to be a great show. And I've loved the way the first 15 plus minutes of this show has started.
Dude.
It's been good.
Yeah. And
I want to ask you this, man, because I kind of want to ask you this earlier. What is your vision for this show in the future? Obviously, we're not huge yet, but for the first show to get 1.2K views is crazy.
That's insane. With that being said, everybody's just watching right now. I mean, give this a like and a share, please.
Yep.
I mean, we just started off last week, and I just feel like we had the potential to do so much better if we just have the support of everybody. I mean, so a little bit of support goes a long way.
Yep. And if you miss us on Monday night, you can catch us on iHeartRadio the following Tuesday and Spotify or wherever you get your podcast at. We're going to take a break. When we come back, by the way, Kyle, I just want to say something, man. I just want to put this out there. You've done great for the first show. I'm proud of you, man, and I'm glad you're on board. This is going to be a great show. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to have a debate later. A debate. Couple of them. I'm excited for that one. Tim says, Kyle, let's talk about Curry. Got the ESPY for Best Player in the NBA. Curry gets the Best Player in the NBA award. How does that happen?
Dude dropped 60 points for 5 straight games. What do you mean, how's that happen?
When we come back, we are going to talk about the horrific and unfortunate CJ Frederick news.
Also, we need to talk about what happened to Conor McGregor.
Yep, and we're going to talk about that as well. And we'll talk the new game. You are listening to Right on Cue. We'll be back right after this.
Tractor, we can go slow or make it go faster.
Dentures Plus of London provides routine dental treatments to patients and specializes in creating custom dentures. You can get dentures starting at $300 per denture. While Dentures Plus of London specializes in dentures, they are a full-service dental office. You can call them up at 606-878-0708. Dr. Paula Gill and her staff is committed to making sure you have a specialized treatment plan that will work for your needs. They strive to provide dental care in a fun, relaxed, and sedation-free environment. They accept most forms of dental insurance and Medicare and offer financing through their partnership with Care Credit. So let Dentures Plus of London take care of you and your needs today. Give them a call at 606-878-0708. Dentures Plus of London, located in the London Shopping Center in London, Kentucky. 878-0708.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Q, and I want to tell you about Little Taste of Jamaica, one of London, Kentucky's newest establishments with authentic Jamaican cuisine that will make your mouth water. I have the jerk chicken, and let me tell you, it is fantastic. Join them in paradise at 1602 North Main Street in London. You can contact them at 606-305-1486. That is a Little Taste of Jamaica.
A blast from the past, a shot for the future. It is Ice House, located in Corbin, Kentucky. On July 31st, Southern Rock legend Artemis Pyle. Yeah, bringing Leonard Skinner for your entertainment. Kentucky Headhunters, August 13th. Aaron Tippett, August 27th. It is going on at the Ice House in Corbin, Kentucky. Come out Thursday night as Wildcat Sports Talk will be broadcasting live. And don't forget, they got the best burger in town. It's Ice House, located in Corbin. Hey, what's up, ladies? I want to get in your ear for just a second. There is a new and exciting way for you to get paparazzi jewelry. And he goes by Mr. Bling. Here on Wildcat Sports Talk, we know him as Tim Brandstetter. But, Tim, tell us all about Mr. Bling, will you?
Man, I'll tell you what. I know whenever you hear of a guy selling paparazzi, you're thinking, what is going on? But I'll tell you, it's not like any paparazzi show you've ever seen, man. I have a great time.
Man, I think it's awesome, and you will love it, too. Go check it out. It's on Facebook. Look up Mr. Bling. Wildcat Sports Talk is on WRIL 106.3 Pineville, Kentucky, WJTE 98.5 London, Kentucky, WBSB DB Lexington, Kentucky. Wildcat Sports Talk, welcome home.
Easy inbound to Andrew Harrison. 9 seconds. 8 seconds. Andrew hands to his brother. Aaron, top of the circle, steps back. Long three for the win. Got it! Timeout, Michigan with 2 points.
Thought that one was going to slip out in Kentucky's favor.
2-point lead for Wisconsin, 73-71. Andrew Harrison comes across the line. Drives down the right side, along the baseline. Wraparound feed to Dakari Johnson. Out to Andrew. Off to Aaron. 8 seconds. 3 for the lead. Got it! He did it again!
The deuce is loose.
75. Murray comes out front, takes the handoff from Ulis. Ulis wants the ball back, but Gilder denies it. Murray still dribbling out front. Off of the right side it goes to Ulis. 10 to shoot. Ulis to the right elbow, turns, fires to Willis for a 3. Got it!
There it is, the Ulis, Willis and Company ball screen three-pointer.
Murray trying to get it to Ulis. He can't. Murray drives it down the left sideline, makes a U-turn, comes back out front with 10 seconds. Now 8 seconds. Murray down the left sideline again. 6 to shoot. Deep 3, left side. Got it!
My goodness.
Welcome back to Right on Cue, live here on Wildcat Sports Talk. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in today to the show. Man, that end of that commercial gives me chills when I watch that, man. Aaron Harrison. The things he did in the end of that the whole tournament was crazy to me.
Just like you were saying earlier, in the driveway for the win, that was me. Aaron Harrison.
Was that you?
Yeah, that was me.
I was probably,
especially after that Michigan game. As soon as he did that, I ran outside and started shooting buzzer beaters.
I was probably John Wall if I had to pick one. That's probably who I was. I was probably John Wall. Man,
little 11-year-old.
Yeah, somewhere around that. Welcome back to Right on Cue. I want to once again thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys haven't liked and shared, be sure to do so right now. If you want to call the show, the number is on your screen, 859-428-8419. Mark says, great stuff, Q, man. I appreciate you. All right, so let's talk about something real fast. CJ Frederick, if you guys didn't hear the news, suffered a broken leg. Well, sorry, he had surgery to repair a broken leg this morning. That was kind of unexpected because I wasn't expecting that. So prayers go out to him. That's a big loss. Rumors is there's word that he will be back and ready before the season starts. I hope so.
I'll say he'll be back for the playoffs. Before March Madness, he'll be back.
But that's a key player to what's going to be success, because he can shoot the ball and he can give us that spark we need to get big time threes when we need it. So I'm hoping.
But also, you got, not to cut you off there, but I mean, as we was talking earlier about platoon systems, I mean, we lose one guy. I mean, we still have five more. I mean, yeah, he's the best role player right there, but I feel like we got good people to substitute him, and also that gives people more minutes. I mean, but likely, I mean, that's months away, man. He'll be back.
Yeah. And speaking of prayers going out, prayers go out to Conor McGregor, who suffered a horrendous injury as well. Personally, I'm not a fan of his, or I don't really watch UFC for that matter. But either way, man, you hate to see anyone go down like that.
He got set. I mean, if he's going to be back in 6 weeks, so if
that's crazy to me.
No, I mean, so if he's back in 6 weeks, I mean, why wouldn't CJ? His was the worst ankle. Well, I mean, I don't. No one knows.
I love this question. Sorry to cut you off, Kyle. I love this question because this is actually in my notes, by the way. Tim says, Chris Rodriguez or Cavassier Smoke? Who has the bigger year? I'll go first. It's got to be Chris Rodriguez. It's got to be. Because he's our running back. He had a great year last year. But the reason I say Chris Rodriguez is because, for one, he is he's a beast. Let's almost start off with that. He reminds me of Benny Snell, like exactly like Benny Snell.
A mini Benny,
yes. And Kvass, don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. Kvass Smoke is still a heck of a player, but I think Chris Rodriguez is going to have a breakout year, and he may be the reason that we're going to the SEC championship this year.
Now hold on. Now Kentucky always has this thing of not just playing one running back. So Cavassier is going to be out there every other play with Rodriguez. Because here's one thing. Oh, we love to run the ball. So Rodriguez has to get tired.
Breaking news. Reed Shepherd just received an offer from Ohio State University. He's got them coming in, man. He has got them coming in. Reed Shepherd just received an offer from the Ohio State. That doesn't mean anything. Like, it doesn't matter.
I mean, they seen that Kentucky offer and they were like, well, maybe we need to do something. This means business.
Keenan Hernandez. And I don't know which side he's on, but he just commented on this show and said, who's trying to make a $100 bet between Kentucky and Tennessee football this year? I hope for your own good that you're saying that you're on Kentucky's side and not Tennessee's side.
Remember what happened last year in Knoxville? Just curious.
It's not even that. Like, we're just so much like there was a point where they beat us almost every year, but lately we have been absolutely dominating that series against Tennessee.
I mean, it's been neck and neck for sure.
Last year wasn't. Last year wasn't. We had
basketball and
just
football.
Confirmed Keenan is on Tennessee's side. Keenan, I will bet you $100 right now on this show that Kentucky's going to blow them out. I promise you that. Promise. Because this year it's in Kentucky's home field, and we're not losing in Kroger Field. I can tell you that right now.
Well, I can tell you right now, Quincy, you're paying my $100 on this bet, but I'm still going with Kentucky.
Yeah,
I mean Keenan.
Kentucky's got this in the bag. Let's move on to the basketball side a little bit. We have a huge first game of the upcoming season against the Duke Blue Devils, which I think personally is going to be the biggest game in a long time, because here's why. It's Coach K's last career game playing Kentucky unless they match up again in the tournament, which I would love to see that. But the thing about it is, though, is we got to send Coach K home crying. We can't let them say, oh, well, Coach K beat Kentucky in his first game of his last career season. Like, we have to come out and do what Zion did to us. Like, we have to destroy them. And the scary – Tim just said the easiest $100 SKU ever made. That's right. It's
100%.
By far,
50.
The easiest $100 that I ever made. So thank you, Keenan, for that. By the way, off that topic, because there's no reason to even talk about that. If we're gonna beat Duke, what do we got to do? What are the keys to beat Duke? And the key to beat Duke, in my opinion, is we got to come out early and score the ball.
Also, Duke likes to play a lot of zone. They've always liked to play a lot of zone. I mean, it's not no guessing game that what they're going to come out playing. We just have to get away from that.
And with the pieces that we have, we should win that game.
We're all around everywhere this year.
Yeah. And the thing about this Duke game is that we should win. Like, people know that we should win. There's no, okay, they're going to beat us. We should win that game. And if we don't win that game, should we be disappointed or be like, okay, it's early? Mm-hmm. We usually start out this way anyways.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's still the Duke Blue Devils. I mean, they've done a lot. I mean, I would obviously would root for Kentucky, but I'm just saying we're not playing some bum team. I mean, it's a really good team. It's going to be a very good game because of all the adversity, like you said. I mean, there's going to be a lot of fight on their side because they're wanting to win for Coach K. There's going to be a lot on our side because of the season that we had last year. So
this is an interesting comment. Mark says, guys, I saw this dude went through our football schedule and said we would be 7-5, losing to Missouri, Florida, LSU, Georgia, and Tennessee. What do you think about that? Well, for professional terms, I'm not going to say what I think about that because it probably won't go on. It probably won't be approved for iHeartRadio, so I'm not going to say what I really think about it. But come on, man. Missouri, Tennessee, Florida, and Georgia, I can see. Losing to Missouri and Tennessee, are you kidding me right now? If we come out, and I'm serious, if we come out with a 7-5 record, I will never have faith in this team again.
Mizzou's just so off and on. You just don't know what you got with them guys, man.
It's not even that. It's that the talent we have.
Yeah.
And we have a chance. There's no reason that Georgia should blow us out. There's no reason Florida should blow us out. There's no reason LSU should blow us out. We could easily go 9-3, easily. And the thing about that whole thing is it's all going to depend on which quarterback that starts, Gatewood or Levis. It all depends on what they do on the field.
And also, this is the first time we've played LSU in a little bit.
Yeah, and what's scary about that is the last time we played them up in LSU, we almost beat them. Back when Patrick Tolles was our starting quarterback, which, by the way, I wonder what he's up to because he was a good quarterback for us, just like Steven Johnson. What is it?
Check your phone.
Check my phone.
No. Your phone line.
Oh, okay.
Did you open the lines?
Yep. Nothing's come through. Oh, here we go.
Don't call it back.
One ranking has UK at 6 in basketball. Thoughts? What's your thoughts on that? I can see that right now.
I mean, like I said, we was pretty high ranked last year.
I could see us being at 6 right now. But the reason that I don't think we're gonna be at 6 right now, that's fine. But once if we get players like Kofi, that takes it to, I think, 3 or maybe 4.
I mean, there's always room to grow. I mean, also, I would rather come out 6th than rated number 1 anyway. Everybody's got a target on you. Everybody will have a target on you, even if you're in the top 5. Number 6 is a pretty comfortable place at starting out. I mean, obviously, I'd like us to be number 1 at the end of the season, but
yeah.
I mean, you can't just start off the best. You can, but you can't do that young.
Yeah, that's true. And recent Kentucky teams, we always start off the season slow. We don't look the best, and then we grow and grow as the season goes on. But with this year's team, as we have so much experience, I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to come out beating everybody. And that's going to be a key to our season. We have so many tests because at the beginning of the year with Duke, Ohio State.
Got somebody calling in.
Someone's calling in. Thank you for calling right on cue. Who's this?
This is Chance Ford, football player here at the University of Kentucky. Adam told me to give you a call.
Thanks for calling, Chance. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Doing pretty good, man. Obviously, you're a heck of a kicker, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you play this year.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to see Kroger Field get filled up this year. I missed it.
Listen, I'm definitely gonna be there, and I'm probably gonna lose my voice every Saturday that the games are at Kroger Field. So
good. That is exactly what we need. That's what we want, and that's what we need.
That's right. And this year's team is gonna be really special, Chance, and you're gonna be a huge part of that.
Oh, this team is going to be amazing. I'm excited to just see the reactions and how everyone reacts to how we play. It's a different play style, what we do offensively, defensively. We're going to be strong again. Special teams is just getting better. I mean, we're ready. 3 phases on the way.
That's crazy how we was just talking about that.
That is crazy. And another thing, Chance, is that you guys, even though you are predicted to do really well this year, is that you're going to be facing a lot of adversity too, because people don't think you can beat Georgia, and people are saying that we're going to lose to Tennessee. But I'm not going to get into that. But the thing is how do you overcome that adversity?
You just look at it, you read it, don't worry about it, you do your job. At the end of the day, you just do your job. My job, ideally right now, kick the ball far, make sure I get touchbacks, and put down balls and hold them pretty well. Fill in when I need to kick field goals, fill in when I need to punt. Don't worry about what the outside talk is.
I love
Anyone
that.
can talk, but you got to show up and you got to play.
I love that. Yes. Chance, listen, man, I appreciate you so much for calling in. You're by far now.
But I got one thing to say. I'm going to just go ahead and say it. We're live on the air right here, right now.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm going to say this real quick. With Wildcat Sports Talk, me and Adam been chatting it up. I'm going to have a podcast coming up with me and another current football player, Brendan Bates.
Wow.
So,
yes, sir.
And we're going to be right here on Wildcat Sports Talk. And I just wanted to call in and give a little, heads up to anyone that's listening right now. Not sure when, but it's coming soon. And I can tell you this now, it's not just going to be me and Brendan Bates. It's going to be some other people, also current UK football players. Don't know who, don't know when. So
awesome.
Come in every week, see who we got.
And you heard that first right here on Right on Cue.
That's right. I'm excited about that. Chance, thanks for calling, man. Good luck to you in this upcoming season. Good luck with the podcast. Obviously, everyone's excited for that. And Chance, can I get a go Cats before you leave?
Go Cats, baby.
Let's go.
See you, buddy. Thanks, man.
All right, appreciate it. See y'all.
No problem. See you. University of Kentucky kicker Chance Porter is called in to Right on Cue.
And that was just, that was out of nowhere. We didn't have that planned. Just so you guys know.
No, that wasn't planned. I think someone else had that planned. Shout out to Adam for that. By the way, man, that got me completely off topic.
Oh, yeah.
What was we talking about? Oh, yeah, we're beating Duke this year. That's it with that. Tim said we are winning the SEC East. And you guys know, I live at Dino's a couple weeks ago, I made a statement saying that if we don't make the SEC championship game, then I'm gonna skydive in a blue dress. So we better win the SEC East.
And I'm gonna be the one to push you off, and I'll happily do it. So
is that what's gonna happen?
I don't care if you have to join the team and win it yourself. You better do it.
Okay.
If not, there you go.
It'll be happening. So who is gonna be? And this is a question that's kind of up in the air right now. Who is gonna be our starting five this year in basketball? Without going into the platoon thing, who's going to be our starting five?
Obviously, you're going to go with Mintz, pointing guard. Shooting guard.
You would play Mintz at the 1?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Don't get it twisted. Mintz is going to be your point guard this year, man.
Okay.
That's my opinion. I definitely think Mintz is going to start point guard. I think second, with the Frederick injury, you'd have to go Tata or, Dante Allen. Third, you got a lot of room there. You got, Jacob Toppin. That's obviously, I think, is going to happen. And then I think you got Oscar and then Kofi both if they start. If he comes to Kentucky, then, oh, yeah. It's gonna be crazy.
Well, my starting five is a little different than yours.
And that's fine.
I would put Tata at the 1.
I mean, yeah, and that's probably honestly what's going to happen and move Davion to the 2.
I would put Davion at the 2.
You could even put him at 3 and run Toppin as a power forward.
At the 3, and if CJ would come back and start, I would put CJ at the 3. I really would. And then at the 4, so I take that back. Sorry. At the 3, I'd put Keon Brooks. At the 4, I'd put Jacob Toppin. Well, that's without.
I'd switch that.
That's without Kofi. And at the 5, I would put Oscar. But if Kofi comes, imagine this. Oscar at the 4 and Kofi at the 5.
Yeah, and then look, Keon at the 3 if you want to play big ball. And then even when Keon's out, you got Toppin right in. That's going to be incredible.
Now, Kyle, do you say we platoon? Are we going to platoon?
I say he may do it early just to give the crowd what they want. But I think when it comes down to business, Cal Perry knows who he wants.
Bring it. That's right. And what are your expectations for this upcoming basketball season?
We're gonna get jiggy with it.
Obviously, to win a championship, right? We got to.
Number 9.
It's time to hang.
So much adversity.
That's right, and we're gonna overcome that adversity. I'm still blown away with that Chance Porter phone call. That's something that I was not expecting at all.
That was out of. I'm still shocked. I still feel like I'm on the phone with him.
Yeah, me too. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we're going to talk about Kentucky football a little bit more. We're going to talk a little bit about Anthony Davis, an incredible stat that I didn't know, and a little bit more. You're listening to Right on Cue right here on Wildcat Sports Talk.
Airway the ammo on the hand, stay on play. You give it up, jiggy, make it feel like foreplay. Yo, my cardio is infinite.
Denture Plus of London provides routine dental treatments to patients and specializes in creating custom dentures. You can get dentures starting at $300 per denture. While Dentures Plus of London specializes in dentures, they are a full-service dental office. You can call them up at 606-878-0708. Dr. Paula Gill and her staff is committed to making sure you have a specialized treatment plan that will work for your needs. They strive to provide dental care in a fun, relaxed, and sedation-free environment. They accept most forms of dental insurance and Medicare and offer financing through their partnership with Care Credit. So let Dentures Plus of London take care of you and your needs today. Give them a call at 606-878-0708. Dentures Plus of London, located in the London Shopping Center in London, Kentucky. 878-0708.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Q, and I want to tell you about Little Taste of Jamaica, one of London, Kentucky's newest establishments with authentic Jamaican cuisine that will make your mouth water. I have the jerk chicken, and let me tell you, it is fantastic. Join them in paradise at 1602 North Main Street in London. You can contact them at 606-305-1486. That is a Little Taste of Jamaica.
A blast from the past, a shot for the future. It is Ice House, located in Corbin, Kentucky. On July 31st, Southern Rock legend Artemis Pyle. Yeah, bringing Leonard Skinner for your entertainment. Kentucky Headhunters, August 13th. Aaron Tippett, August 27th. It is going on at the Ice House in Corbin, Kentucky. Come out Thursday night as Wildcat Sports Talk will be broadcasting live. And don't forget, they got the best burger in town. It's Ice House, located in Corbin. Hey, what's up, ladies? I want to get in your ear for just a second. There is a new and exciting way for you to get paparazzi jewelry. And he goes by Mr. Bling. Here on Wildcat Sports Talk, we know him as Tim Brandstetter. But, Tim, tell us all about Mr. Bling, will you?
Man, I'll tell you what. I know whenever you hear of a guy selling paparazzi, you're thinking, what is going on? But I'll tell you, it's not like any paparazzi show you've ever seen, man. I have a great time.
Man, I think it's awesome, and you will love it, too. Go check it out. It's on Facebook. Look up Mr. Bling. Wildcat Sports Talk is on WRIL 106.3 Pineville, Kentucky, WJTE 98.5 London, Kentucky, WBSB DB Lexington, Kentucky. Wildcat Sports Talk, welcome home.
Easy inbound to Andrew Harrison. 9 seconds. 8 seconds. Andrew hands to his brother. Aaron, top of the circle, steps back. Long three for the win. Got it! Timeout, Michigan with 2 points.
Thought that one was going to slip out in Kentucky's favor.
2-point lead for Wisconsin, 73-71. Andrew Harrison comes across the line, drives down the right side, along the baseline, wraparound feed to Dakari Johnson, out to Andrew, off to Aaron, 8 seconds, 3 for the lead. Got it! He did it again!
The deuce is loose.
75. Murray comes out front, takes the handoff from Ulis. Ulis wants the ball back, but Gilder denies it. Murray still dribbling out front. Off of the right side it goes to Ulis. 10 to shoot. Ulis to the right elbow, turns, fires to Willis for a 3. Got it!
There it is, the Ulis Willis and Company ball screen three-pointer.
Murray trying to get it to Ulis. He can't. Murray drives it down the left sideline, makes a U-turn, comes back out front with 10 seconds. Now 8 seconds. Murray down the left sideline again. 6 to shoot. Deep 3, left side. Got it!
My goodness.
Yeah, I know.
Welcome back to Right on Cue. This is a good song. There's just so many good songs in here. I don't know which one to play every time we come out from a break. We're about to wrap it up pretty soon. It's been a great show, and Chance Poor on the show just topped it all off. Chance Poor, man, I tell you what, that's something that I will probably never forget for the rest of my life. Chance Poor calling on my second show on Right on Cue, and our first show. Thank you guys for that.
Yeah, our crowd out here is going crazy.
We're about to wrap up the show for a minute, but if you do want to call in the show and talk about us, whether you're Chance Poor or not, you can call on the show 859-428-8419. Again, that's 859-428-8419. If University of Kentucky football starting can call in out my show, anybody can call in. Don't care where you are, who you are. Call in the show 859-428-8419. All right. So this is a debate that we're going to have, okay? And I'm looking forward to this. And guys, this may get a little heated, so I'm going to go ahead and warn you this now. Let me open up the phone lines one more time. Okay. Suns or Bucks, Giannis or Booker? Who wins it? And why?
The Suns.
Okay.
No. Unless
I agree.
Unless
maybe there's not going to be a debate with that. I agree.
Unless the rest of the series Giannis drops 40 points, the rest of it, that's what they're going to take to win. And then that's just the simple point. of what's going on. I mean, he's kind of like Luka out here. He's like, Damian Lillard. Like he's got all stars. Like
Listen, I've been watching all playoffs long. I've been watching Kyle over here, and he goes, man, he's like such a Bucks fan. He wanted the Bucks to win all season long. All he ever talks, every time you post, man, it's always Bucks. When the Lakers got beat out, of course, that's just a bad day for you. But it's been all about the Bucks. But I got news for you. The Suns are winning.
And I mean, I would not be upset if they did. Honestly,
You didn't talk about you trying to talk about it on your show. If the Suns win, who also wins?
Yeah. If the Sun, this is a key point. I'm glad Adam mentioned this the other day. We were recording for 106.2, the big one over here. And what a lot of people don't know is obviously Devin Booker was on the 2015 team. We played in the Final Four. Who did we get beat out by, Kyle? 2015 Final Four. Who'd beat us?
Frank Kaminsky.
Okay. What team does Frank Kaminsky currently play for in the NBA?
The Suns.
The Phoenix Suns. So if Devin Booker gets a ring, Frank Kaminsky also gets a ring with him.
I'm not about that.
I'm not either.
It sucks. One way or the other, it's like
Yeah.
you want Devin Booker to get it, but you definitely don't want Frank Kaminsky to get it.
I mean, it's like the one time Eric Bledsoe's not on the Bucks or Suns. They're in the championship game.
And by the way, Torrey Craig, who plays for the Phoenix Suns, played for the Bucks when the season started. So either way, he gets a ring either way. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like he's kind of whatever.
I mean,
I'm a champion either way.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice for D-Book and Chris Paul, but I mean, honest, Giannis has a lot of stuff on his back, man.
He does. And that leads to my next question. Sorry to cut you off, Kyle.
Okay.
Who does the ring mean more to, and who needs it the most, Chris Paul or Giannis? And I'm going to answer Chris Paul. Reason being, he's getting older. A ring would define his legacy and put him in the Hall of Fame. Giannis is still young. He's got plenty of opportunities left in front of him. Chris Paul has to have it this year.
Chris Paul has had it in front of him his whole career. Giannis had to work the most to get from where he's from.
So are you saying
to where he is now?
Are you about to tell me that Giannis needs it more than Chris Paul?
No,
Okay.
I'm saying if you gave Giannis the same amount of years as Chris Paul, I feel like he's done 1-4. I mean, or at least two. Like at least two.
Chris Paul. Okay, so they play the Golden State Warriors when Chris Paul's the Rockets and Chris Paul suffered injury. That ain't Chris Paul's fault.
No.
Okay.
Okay, what does that have to do?
Chris Paul plays for my beloved Oklahoma City Thunder team, leads them to the playoffs. But the thing with Giannis is, though, man, and I feel like he's one of the most overrated players in the NBA for this reason, man. He cannot shoot. He drives in the paint every possession. You can't drive in the score layups, okay, and say, okay, I'm the best player in the NBA.
But you obviously can because he's doing it right now.
So you're telling me
he's doing it right. Where's LeBron? Where's Kevin Durant?
So you're telling me he's better than Kawhi Leonard?
Where is he at?
So you're telling
Where is he
you're
at?
telling me Giannis is better than Kevin Durant?
Where is Kevin Durant?
Okay.
Not in the NBA Finals, and he won't be unless he's on a super team.
Okay.
Obviously, we've seen that with OKC.
Same thing. By the way, before the show started, Kyle states that in some aspects, LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. I completely disagree with that. And why? Why in some aspects is LeBron better than Michael Jordan? Dude, stop with that, man, because, wow, you have a pair of LeBron James shoes. Oh, and they're pink too, by the way. Oh, and look, they're soft too, just like LeBron, man. LeBron is terrible. Terrible.
Quincy, where was you at when Jordan played?
It doesn't matter about that. And I say this on many shows. No, if you take away Ray Allen's shot in the NBA Finals against the Spurs, he has one less ring. If you take away Kyrie Irving's shot against the Warriors in the 2018 Finals,
if you take away Scottie Pippen, he don't have nearly as many of his rings.
That is not true, man. Dude, no. And how is Scottie Pippen going to come out and say that LeBron is better than Jordan? How is he going to do that?
Why are you so upset? Because I'm voicing my opinion. Like, why are you so tore up? Like, why can't my opinion
LeBron James,
okay?
Oh, someone just told me that LeBron James is better at passing and rebounding.
That's it. I'm crashing the show. All right, that's it.
Dude, no.
Yeah, no, listen. You got to hear this for a second.
Go ahead, please. Take it away, Adam.
So first of all, can you guys hear me real good?
I can hear you. You're good. You're good.
All right, so here's the deal. Okay, there's a reason, a real reason why Jordan is better than LeBron. You guys keep bringing this up like we haven't just settled this already. Okay, But the main reason is the fact that everybody talks about Jordan and his numbers versus LeBron and his numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to know why Jordan's fourth quarter numbers weren't really good? You want to know why? Because he didn't play fourth quarter.
Yeah, he didn't have to.
Because he didn't have to. His team was winning by 20, and he sat the bench and rested. LeBron pads his stats, and he absolutely does.
He definitely
A lot
does.
of players do that now.
Yeah.
If you think back to some of the other players in the NBA, at Kentucky even, that excelled and went far in the NBA, I love them all to death.
Yep.
But some prime example players are Kevin Knox.
Mm-hmm.
He padded a lot of his stats at the end of games, right?
Yep.
A lot of people love Kevin Knox. I love Kevin Knox to death, but he did.
Yep.
Still does. That's why he's not.
James Young is another prime example of somebody that used to pad his stats.
Isaiah Briscoe.
LeBron James is another one of those players that does a lot of stats.
And everybody, it's not just that LeBron. Everybody does it. Russell Westbrook does it too.
Opinion. I mean, that's just.
And here's the other thing too. I'll be honest with you. All right, I'll be honest with you. There are very few players in today's game that I think would even be able to be capable of holding Jordan's jockstrap. All right, but that said, I honestly think if there is a player that could go toe to toe with Michael Jordan, okay, in terms of scoring,
Kevin Durant,
it would be Steph Curry. But
Jordan would not let him score that much.
I don't know. Here's the other part too. I think there's someone else that could play against Jordan, and people call me crazy all the time, but it's James Harden. James Harden puts up points like crazy. He's a point machine. He also has that step back jumper that is absolutely deadly. That a lot of people say he walks, which he might. He might absolutely walk. I don't know. I'm not here to judge that. But honestly, today's NBA ain't your grandfather's or your dad's or anybody else's NBA. This NBA is soft. It just is.
Yep.
If you go back and look at the 80s and 90s NBA when Michael Jordan was excelling to the ranks, they beat the crap out of people on the floor. You didn't get calls and flops and all that other stuff.
Yep.
You didn't get that. You got fouled. And the fact is, sometimes you got fouled, the dang foul wasn't called.
Exactly.
So, bar none, Jordan won 6 titles in two separate three-peats. He left and went to baseball. If Pippen is so dang good, right, then why is it when he left and went to baseball, they didn't win? No, they didn't. And you know why? Because Jordan is a difference maker. He is the GOAT and the greatest of all time. If we're going strictly off of titles, a lot of people argue, well, then it should be Bill Russell. Well, okay, great. That's awesome. When there was 8 teams in the league, that's a great argument. Okay, although it's not. You know who has more titles than Jordan even? Robert Horry. Robert Horry has 7 titles than Michael Jordan. Is he better than Michael Jordan because of titles? No. We just argue the titles is because Jordan never saw a Game 7. Jordan also never, ever lost an NBA Finals. Your boy LeBron has lost 6 of them. Jordan has won 6 of them. Jordan also, in today's game, would score 40 and 50 points. Mark it down.
Yeah, I agree.
And I would argue this. There was an argument a long time, or there was a rumor a while back, and I put this story out on Wildcat Sports Talk, that there was this whole thing about Michael Jordan and Charlotte, and how when he was about 5 years ago, he was going to come in and play. They were actually going to let him play at like 50-something years old, right? Now, he wasn't going to play a lot of minutes, but I'm going to tell you something. A Jordan at 53 would have got 10 points a ball game. Mark my words, he would have.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, LeBron is good. He's considered one of the top 10 players of all time. I would put him there. But to call him the greatest of all time is asinine, considering he's lost six games, six finals.
Yep.
You don't go to the finals 10 times and lose 6 of those. You don't.
I agree, definitely.
But you just said that doesn't matter.
It doesn't necessarily matter in terms of gauging a player for the greatest of all time, but in losses it matters a hell of a lot more than wins, oddly enough. It just does. So, there you go, guys. Have your show back.
I mean, and that being said, I mean, yeah, that like, just because they're 2 different eras, I mean,
I stole your show.
I like that. That was
And just because it's two different eras, I mean, that don't change the fact of that it's still the sport. I mean, there's certain things like, now that you can't do back then, which is beat the crap out of each other. But, like, I don't know. There's also a new way that you can also win the game, and that's by cheating and doing everything you had to. And don't you think back then that Michael Jordan was one of the dirtiest players of the world? I feel like him and Larry Bird would probably fight each other.
Probably. By the way, I want to point this out. The Cincinnati Reds, my Cincinnati Reds, are now in second place, 4 games out of first place, which is huge for me. We resume play Friday against the first place Brewers, a 3-game series. I'm excited for that. Tim said he's watching the Home Run Derby tonight. Hopefully Ohtani wins it because I want to see a pitcher win the Home Run Derby. That, to me, is amazing.
Ain't this the first time the Reds has been in the playoffs? And
well, we made it last year, so there's that too.
I mean, out of the first round.
Who's your?
Do you think they're gonna make it out?
Who's your baseball?
It'd
team,
be the
Kevin?
Reds.
Okay.
It would be the
okay.
I mean, you just can't argue with me that they haven't been bad, other than like these last 2 years.
I mean, they have been bad because
but I'm 100% rooting for them.
Poor trades. But this year is just different to me because we have good starting pitching, we have a good lineup. It's the bullpen. If we at the trade deadline, if we can add to our bullpen, we're gonna be fine. And Adam said if we're only 4 games out of 500, I mean first place at the All-Star break, we're gonna be just fine. And that's exactly where we are. And he's exactly right. We're gonna be just fine. And obviously I'm rooting for him, and hopefully we can cover some more ground after the All-Star break. We're about to wrap things up, but before we do, I want to remind you can catch us here live every single Monday at 7 o'clock Eastern Time right over here on Wildcat Sports Talk on Facebook, YouTube, and if you miss it, Spotify and iHeartRadio. I'm going to go ahead and announce it right now. I kind of hit it earlier in the show. Next week, Monday night, former North Laurel standout Kenry Kenton joins us live here on Right On Cue. We're going to talk about his 13th region term experience and a little bit more, so that should be fun. Also, this Thursday, me, Adam, Tim, live at the Ice House in Corbin, Kentucky, 7 o'clock Eastern. Come have some good food. Those deep fried Oreos, by the way, are fantastic. So come out and watch that as well. And what about Team USA losing to Nigeria? That was mind blowing to me. How does that happen? How does that happen?
It's who wants it more. It's who wants it more. Who wants it more? And obviously Nigeria wanted that more.
Yeah, it was just an exhibition game. I realized that, but people are still gonna freak out because you can't be that loaded and loose to a Nigeria team.
Well, I seen a picture the other day, and it was LeBron, KD, and a bunch of them sitting on the bench, and they had beat Nigeria by it was 150 to 60, and somebody was like, "Well, Nigeria finally got their revenge."
Mark says Adam Harden takes 5 steps. That's considered traveling. Yeah.
What's the difference in the NBA? For sure.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Because some people take off that don't even look like walks, and they're like walk. Some of them debatable.
By the way, just want to say this. I'm sure you all have seen the TikTok video that's out right now of what happened to me here in this same spot on Friday last week. Well, right before the show, Adam decides to do it again with me, Kyle, and Jay in here. Kyle got away because the first one Adam threw in here didn't work. Well, he throws another one. And then, I reacted the same way because I wasn't expecting it once again. And his camera was hidden right here behind me. So it's safe to say Wildcat Sports Talk now officially has a prank war going on because I'm coming out swinging. Watch your back. You, Tim, everybody, watch your back because it is war. Thank you guys for watching.
Don't get yourself hurt.
Yeah, well, it's prank war is on. Thank you guys once again so much for tuning in, watching today live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, wherever you may be. Kyle, it's been real, man.
It's been amazing.
It's good to have you here for the first show. We had a great show. First show to get a transporter called in the show, which was amazing. And most importantly, you guys watched. So, with that being said, my name's Q.
I'm Kyle.
And this has been right on cue, right here over on Wildcat Sports Talk. Take care. We'll see you same place, same time next Monday, right here. See you next time.
In the morning light, when your shades are on and your head's on ice, you'll know you've seen the redneck side of me.
Like what we do? Share this on your socials and tell everyone.
Oh, practice it.